Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back if you're returning, welcome if you're new. Today, at the time of doing these readings, we have just passed the solstice. And so in these readings, we're actually looking at the next 3 months and the energy between the solstices and the equinoxes. So it's like a 3-month period. And because we are really going through a period of rapid, accelerated growth and change, I'm really going to be asking particularly about transitions, about major breakthroughs, and what you can expect in the next 3 months. Now we have 3 beautiful piles to choose from. I hope you're all doing amazingly. Let me show you the cards, and we have crystal stars as well. I'll also in a moment ask the universe if you're looking to see which pile or piles might be chosen for you if you're not sure. So for pile 1, we have the Queen of Oneness. And this is sitting with the black obsidian star. Really beautiful energy. So that's the Queen of Oneness, pile 1. Pile 2, you have the Queen of Creating Beauty. This is for pile 2, and pile 2 has the smoky quartz star. This is what it looks like. And then for pile 3, you have the Queen of Mischievous Play. I think that's really gorgeous. I think this is the first time this card has shown up in our readings here on YouTube. The Queen of Mischievous Play, and you have the Rose Quartz star. Really beautiful energy. So those are the cards, those are the stars. Now I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer for anyone that needs a little bit more time. Take as long as you need. If you need even more time, you can press the pause button. The timestamps are below, including the timestamp where I ask the universe. And so, beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome everyone to the part of the video where we ask the universe to find a pile for you. This is actually on the homepage of my website. You can always come here if you're not sure and you found a reading on YouTube, it could be mine or anybody's, and you're not sure which pile, you can always come to the website and ask the universe to choose a pile for you. And you can also here find a reading as well if you wish to. But let's ask the universe to reveal the pile for today. Oh wow, we've got piles 1, 2 and 3. Now this is quite rare, but you know, last week we actually had the same. Gosh, this feels really, really, really super exciting. Do you know, I'm actually beginning to wonder, obviously when anyone will know, if you do your readings, you'll know that when you come away from them, if you read a lot, you're not, you separate from them, otherwise you wouldn't be a clear channel for the next reading that you do. But I have a funny feeling that the readings where we got piles 1, 2 and 3 were about the month of July. And it was quite fascinating. I'm sort of recalling that. I think that's actually the case. And if you haven't yet checked them out, do. This just feels as though there's going to be so much happening that maybe there are different messages or different layers of information to come to you. So, beautiful souls, obviously it's always down to you to trust your own intuition and follow which readings are right. But wow, piles 1, 2 and 3. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the Queen of Oneness. I'm going to cut for your tea leaves. We're going to take this one, this one, this one, and this one. And let's see what else we have for you. We'll draw your oracle cards first. We are kindly asking about the next 3 months, and particularly about transitions, breakthroughs. This is such a pivotal time of change. Now, I haven't used this deck for a little while here on the channel, so really super looking forward to using it today. This is the Fairy Tale Tarot, the Inner Child Fairy Tale Tarot. Yeah, it's these two. Wow, okay. Feels as though your cards are really very ready to come and work with you. What do we have here? You have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money or goals. May, okay, so this is a springtime energy. And Candle, you will be shown the way. What else do you have? You have crystal clear intentions, spread your wings and breathe. Okay, I'm going to move your tea leaves up here. Torch, barrel. Can we move those along a bit? No, we're good. Candle, you will be shown the way, and May. Now, what is this about? It's a real springtime energy. Archangel Raphael is saying breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Spread your wings. Do not hold back now. Be clear about what you desire. Queen of Oneness. I think something may come together for you. What else? Let's just have a look at these tarot cards. You have Two of Hearts. You have the Eight of Crystals. You have the Guide of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands, and then the Peter Pan card. Now, the Peter Pan card is the card of the Chariot, I think, in a traditional deck. Let me see if I can get all these in so to make sure that we can see them all. Pretty certain everything is in your view. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. It's quite a springtime energy, Peter Pan. But when I say come together, I actually feel like some of you might genuinely find, it's like finding your soul's purpose. It could be finding a soul mate for some of you, if that's your soul's purpose at this moment in time. But there's so many elements in your reading that actually do connect to you finding something that has been lacking. Even that we have the torch, and the Ace of Wands is very often depicted as a torch. And the Eight of Crystals is the Eight of Pentacles. Spread your wings. The Queen of Oneness. I think in the next 3 months, I'm just thinking I'm curious about what May is meaning. Is it showing that you start to blossom? Because we see like a springtime energy, something flows here. Spiritual development, enlightenment. You'll be shown the way. We have the infinity symbol here as well. And look at the Pied Piper. This is like the Queen of Wands, who is really the Queen of Transformation in a traditional deck. I was interested in transformations and breakthroughs because the energy is primed for these. I think for you, there is maybe something that can manifest on the earthly plane, but it is of a profoundly spiritual nature. It's like learning to live a spiritual life, following your soul's purpose, learning to live a spiritual life within your human earth walk. Now, for some of you, this could be about a soulmate connection, someone who you have an affinity with, someone who, if this is a soulmate connection for some of you, oh my goodness me, you will be able to soar, you'll be able to spread your wings. I'm seeing you released, or it's not even released, that's the wrong, but a bit like a butterfly. We could say a butterfly is released from the cocoon, but it's not. The butterfly emerges, and that's what I'm seeing. It's like your emergence. You are, now some of you might, well, there may be a guide that comes in to support you. It may be that literally you are shown the pathway. Now we're talking about a kind of a 3-month period. Let's actually ask a little bit about each of the months. I think that's where we're going to go with this. This is very much about a pathway that is right for you, the right person coming in to guide you, or the right soul connection. This is your soul's journey. You have the Queen of Wands showing up again. I feel like she's quite an open book here. Maybe you actually do master the art of manifestation. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the King of Swords. Oh my goodness me. This is such a determined, crystal clear energy. This is a really interesting reading. You then have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands, which feels like such a card of victory. Just looking at this here. Like you hold it in your hands, but you've had to work for it. That's what it feels like here. It's got that flavour of, you know, you did it. You got there. You've got another king, King of Discs. And you have the Eight of Wands, aim and fire. Okay. Very clear direction. Let's really tune in with what this is about. I'd like to ask about each month as well. What I feel we are being shown here is that you're going to be stepping up. There's no question of it. Rising. There's nothing small about you. You are going to soar. There is nothing small about you during the next 3 months. It's like following your calling, going where you're guided to go, things flowing into a space of emergence. You are not, I don't think you're lacking in energy. I almost feel as though, yeah, this is I want to say with the King of Discs, it is your ability to manifest in the physical plane through a heightened spiritual alignment. It's kind of like aim and fire. What do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? So I have questions coming through for me here about your reading. I'd like to know what May means. And I'm also curious as to whether, because we've got people showing up, you've got 3 kings here. 3 kings, 2 queens. This is big. Very, very big energy. I almost feel like there's not a lot that can get in your way. And I don't mean that in a, you know, like sometimes you meet people who are just pushing forwards and ploughing ahead. That's not you. This is everything moving and flowing because you are in alignment with your soul's purpose. You're in alignment with the energy of the universe. You're in alignment with purpose. And that's why everything is expanding and rising and moving in your favor. This is a very big major blessing. And let us ask about May, because I'm very curious. I'm not quite sure quite where that sits in your reading. May we ask about the card of May? What are we being shown about this card? You've got the Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay. Now, at the time of doing this reading, we are at the end of June coming into, in fact, we're just coming into July. So we've got kind of like, where are we? May, June, July. I think if you look back to May, I think something happened around May time and you felt knocked back by it or held back by it. Some of you may even have had some form of astrological transit that maybe came into place around May time. There may have been something significant that was going on planetarily that caused you to feel either stuck. There's something that I think, and if you're watching this in a month's time, because you could be, we're looking at a 3-month period, something that happened, May, June, July, like a couple of, like maybe just a month ago. It's not very long ago. Thinking of May, yeah, June, July. Yeah, we're a couple of months ago at the most, maybe a month to 6 weeks ago. But it's that kind of timing that something happened that caused you to feel quite closed or locked in, and this is now being lifted. That's what we're seeing, and it's being lifted, and you're realigning. It may be that something knocked you off balance or knocked you off your pathway a little bit. A couple of months ago, a month to maybe 6 weeks, that kind of timing, relatively recent history. I think something caused you to feel blocked or trapped or, yeah, out of alignment. This is now realigning in the next 3 months, and I don't think there's anything stopping you. I think your energy is aligning, and it's because your energy is aligning that doors are going to open for you. So let's ask about the next 3 months. May we kindly ask for the next sort of 4 weeks, then we'll ask, we'll sort of like, if we think of the 3-month period, we'll kind of do beginning, middle and end. May we ask for some cards that give us an idea about the beginning, please? Okay, we have these. And what about the middle? Right now I'm only seeing the one. And the end, the last month, the final month, as we move towards the equinoxes. Okay, that flew out. Let's look at this. We've got these cards initially. King of... Now you've got all the kings. Now you have all the kings. Wow, it's like a full house of kings. You have the King of Wands, you have the Death card and the Chariot. So you've got all major arcana cards for the next month. Whenever you find this reading, the first part of this time, you are empowered, you are rising, it's like you can overcome challenges. And I do think the challenge is something that happened about in relatively recent history. Something happened, you overcome it, you transition between it. It is a major breakthrough. And that's happening initially. I think then with the 5 of Swords following this, it causes you to then, because you overcome something, it causes you to then have to sort of address the outcome of this and start to make some decisions. So I think we're seeing a massive rising in your energy, a massive rising in your alignment, followed by a time of choices and decisions that are as a result of your moving through and beyond something that was holding you back. Oh my goodness me, then you have the Ace of Wands showing up again. Then, of course, when we start to move, and you have the Knight of Cups, when we start to move towards the equinoxes, the month as we move into the equinoxes, oh my goodness me. You're aligned. Look at the balance here. And we have horses. Horses are about empowerment. You are in perfect alignment. Your energy is righted. I think the world is then really, you're on track by then. So it's a very interesting flow of energy, my beautiful pile ones. Resolution, rebirth, relatively soon at the time of uploading this, followed by having to make choices and decisions, being discerning, followed by, oh my goodness me, you know where you are, you know who you are on track, you are on fire, literally. Wow. I don't think there's a lot holding you back as you then move towards the equinoxes. So this is a very empowered period of time for you. In terms of manifestation, this is not about playing it small, it's about playing it big. It's about you being in, it's like you are in the zone. And so everything aligns for you, things flow for you. If anyone is carrying a torch for you, it would not surprise me if that person shows up. I'm not specifically seeing a relationship reading showing up, but we do have the Two of Hearts. But this is pure empowerment. I don't know what else I could call it, really. Pure empowerment. It's mind-blowing, pile one. I'm now sort of just, if I'm honest, really curious to move on to pile two. The fact that, obviously, if you've chosen this pile and this was your pile, then, you know, if this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up. And you know, thank you for being here. But the fact that it's very unusual for the universe to pick all three piles, and today they did. Now, I'm not voicing it to sway you into watching others, but I feel like I want to move to the next reading because I feel that there may be, it's almost like this is the energy. So this is the energy for you, pile one. It's mind-blowing. This is not a stepping down. This is not a playing it small. It's the opposite. As I said, you are on fire. How is this going to apply? I'm going to move on to pile two and pile three and see whether we're shown maybe more details in terms of different breakthroughs. Beautiful souls, I feel this is, you may already know what this is about in the context of your world, because it does connect to something that knocked you off balance in relatively recent history. And whenever you come to this reading, even if it's not immediately after the solstice or close to the time I upload it, at the end of the day, whenever a reading comes into your stream and you're drawn to it, I can almost guarantee that there will be a message there for you. Pile one, I'm going to wrap up this reading. Thank you for being here. I mean, seriously, you are on fire. It's almost like what isn't going to be available for you? What isn't going to manifest? So come back and keep me posted. I would love to know. I do read your comments, so thank you. And beautiful souls, I'm going to move on and do the other readings. I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. Tons of love. Pile two, you have Queen of Creating Beauty and the beautiful smoky quartz. I am very intrigued to see what comes through in this reading for the next 3 months, from the solstice to the equinoxes. Okay, that's definitely coming through for you. I'm seeing this and this and this. Okay. Let's draw your oracle cards first. Feels like a really big time. It really, really does. Now, that's not feeling quite right. I do feel there is another one in this deck. May we kindly ask for if there is another card from this deck. There it is for my pile, beautiful pile twos. You have All Is Well. Oh, that's beautiful. You have Outdoors and Clear Your Space. Okay, All Is Well. This is kind of the order they came out in. So let's follow that story through. All Is Well, Outdoors, Clear Your Space. Weeping Willow, Family Sorrow. Okay. Wreath. Gosh, there's sorrow and losses going on here. Gosh, if any of you are processing something, a loss, now, I am sorry to hear that. However, look at this. You have the Egg. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. And you have a fair man. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. Sorrow over a loss. This feels quite specific, so let's... All is well, outdoors, clear your space, queen of creating beauty. Let's draw your tarot cards first, or your first tarot cards. We have more than one deck, and we'll see where we go. And then we are asking about what transitions, breakthroughs, what is happening. Maybe you are transitioning some kind of a loss, and that is actually what's taking place. I'm seeing all of these for you in the next 3 months. Something is completing in some way. You have the 7 of crystals, which is the 7 of pentacles. Gosh, lots of crystals. You've then got the 10 of crystals. You have sleeping beauty. Okay. This is the card of, I think this is actually the death card in a traditional deck. You have the Hanged Man, Jack and the Beanstalk. Gosh, you have the 6 of pentacles. Look at you climbing the mountain. You've got the fairy godmother. And then the 10 of swords. Ah, okay. Wow, where to put all your cards? Let me move these up and see if we can maybe put these here. Okay. I think you recover from something, my beautiful souls. That's what I think is happening in the next 3 months. There's a period of recovery, a period of healing for some of you. There's a lot of reward coming here. Loads of reward. You've got things ending, but you've also got like a pot of gold, almost like a pot of gold at the end. Not exactly, at the end of the beanstalk. Jack and the Beanstalk is an interesting energy because he sort of ended up trusting in magic, I suppose. I mean, his story is that he went to market to sell the cow. It was the only thing that they had left, he and his mother, as the only resource they had left. And he swapped the cow for magic beans, and his mother was furious, threw them out of the window. Just seeing even this unicorn here throwing something sparkles down. And then they took, overnight, they grew into this beanstalk. Jack climbed it. I believe he either slayed the giant but he overcame challenges and was hugely rewarded. You have the 10 of crystals, which is the 10 of pentacles. This is a card of material wealth, health, wealth, and happiness. With the 7 of crystals, look at her almost in a kneeling prayer position, lighting a candle. Even though there is an energy of loss around you, I also feel like a dream comes true. Okay. And it's a very interesting energy here, my beautiful pile twos. It's as though one thing ends and another thing begins. This is reminding me of the Queen of Creating Beauty. I don't know if any of you have seen, there's a film called Fern Gully. My children and I used to watch it when they were little. It's a beautiful film. It's an animation, and people are coming in and they're cutting down the rainforest, and there's like an energy of real major challenge. Eventually, the little person, she transforms. She becomes... It's like she almost becomes the fairy godmother. She can embody her power. All is well. Get rid of clutter. Clear your energy. I think for you the 3 months are a period of both healing and transition, where something is completed. I am really sorry for those of you who have genuinely experienced a loss. Now, I'm not sure what the dealings with the fair man are, though it could be that for some of you there is. It's interesting because in Fern Gully there is I believe he is a fair-haired man. And the wonderful Robin Williams was in that. He played a bat, I believe. Batty. It's just coming through now, of which of course is a huge loss, connects with a huge loss. Right, this is a 3-month period. I'm seeing you climbing a mountain and getting a reward. I'm seeing you overcome challenges and getting a reward. I'm seeing you rebirth, waking up after a long period of being either a little bit asleep or a little bit numbed or emotionally waiting for something. I'm seeing a wish come true. I'm seeing health, wealth, and happiness. And I'm definitely seeing something come a full circle and the end of some kind of conflict. All of that is here. That seems to be here. The egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Now, how shall we continue with your reading? I'd like to get a bit more insight, I think, into how the months progress, because we're talking about an approximate 3-month period. I'm seeing just so many good things, but they do come because you transform through and from a challenge. Let's check in. May we kindly ask. You have the 5 of Wands. I think the wheel is turning. But at the same time, I think you work hard for this recovery. This isn't sort of like it doesn't feel like a really relaxed energy of healing, where you are you're retreating and in comes, I don't know, Archangel Raphael. I'm not saying he won't be supporting you, but, coming in and gifting you with a healing. This feels as though you step up, you step through and beyond a challenge, and you are the one that makes it happen. That's what I'm seeing here. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. Okay. May we kindly ask for my pile 2s about, I'd like to know a bit more about the fair man, but let's first of all ask about, let's divide us into 3 stages. May we kindly ask about the first month. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Discs. So we are talking about a period of I almost want to say work and productivity, where you're stepping up and you're nourishing things. You're not necessarily seeing the outcome, but you are stepping up and nourishing things. It's a bit like, when we look at, let's say, the hero's journey. There's in mythology, we can speak about the hero's journey as being a process that we go through where we step out of our comfort zone. Something comes along to shake us out of our comfort zone. And there we are. We just when we thought everything was steady and we knew where we were, something comes along. We step through that doorway and it's kind of like we can never go back. And then we start to navigate the new world and we start to create, find our feet and discover the challenges that are there. We navigate those challenges, we overcome things, we nurture stuff, we work hard. Then maybe we get a final challenge and then we get to those amazing outcomes. I almost feel like these 3 months are like the hero's journey for you. So initially, I think we're talking about something coming that causes you to step up. And it will require nurture, but it leads to the death of the old and the transformation. It takes you into a new world. It takes you away from where you were and into something absolutely amazing and new. We then have the 9 of Discs. Okay. Interesting, she carries a scythe. This is your hard work pays off. So I think as you move through, so initially I would say hard work, stepping up, keeping on going, doing the work. And then I think there is a moment of rebirth or of birthing or of something that comes to it's like a turning point, but you feel really, really, really good about where you are. So a bit like if you were, for example, having to process a loss, you would be doing that emotional work. This feels like it's the time during a grieving process where you are stepping back into the world. Rather than needing to be in that place of retreat, it's like stepping back into the world, really taking an ownership of that and putting in the time and energy to make that possible. And then I think you step through some kind of a doorway, as it were, and that could be metaphorically within yourself. But at that point, you feel very, very good. You can see that you are reaping the rewards of your hard efforts. Oh my goodness me, then you have the Tower. You have the Emperor. Oh gosh, and you have the card of Justice. Wow, that's huge. So you reap what you sow. You put in the time, the hard work, you step up. My goodness me, there is a moment of culmination where something, maybe this is what we are also seeing with the weeping willow and the wreath, where something it's no longer, I want to say, my beautiful souls, with the Queen of Creating Beauty, I think something is no longer, it's like you can't wear that coat anymore. You outgrow it. Something is no longer you. And off you set forth on a quest. It's like a new chapter. It feels very karmically appropriate. Even if you're not sure, just looking at the way, I was going to say, even if you're not sure what the outcome exactly will be, I think it's assured. We have a butterfly of transformation here. Now you're kind of cloaked in something here. Let's ask about the fair man, and let's also ask, what are you cloaked in here? What is the cloaking? You've got the Three of Wands. It's a turning point. Sorry, the Three of Wands. It's the Two of Wands. I do apologise. It's not three. I was really seeing that as a three with these sort of 3 points coming out. Actually, it's a Two of Wands. You're re-energised. This is so interesting. In the Justice card, it's like something is cloaked. It's there, but it's barely seen. And then this is like the door opens. I think a doorway opens for you. And it comes because of your hard work. Gosh, new opportunities, major new opportunities for you. Or maybe a big opportunity. This could be like your big break, however that might arrive. And I think it means that you leave some things behind as well, which is partly why we have the weeping willow and the wreath. But yet there's a very distinct energy flow for you. Stepping up, doing the work, reaping the rewards, and then almost like reaping even more rewards. Being seen to have reaped the rewards, becoming just, I think there could be a genuinely lucky break coming for you. Not necessarily in the first month or two. We're talking about a 3-month period, so it depends when you come to this reading. Some of this, if you're coming in a couple of months, might already be resonating with you. I think we're looking at in the sort of the last month, I think. So I guess at the time of doing this, we would be looking at, I don't know, end of August, September, into September time, really, September time. I think you're looking at potentially a lucky break coming through here. But you created it. It was your hard work that made it happen. Gratitude, yeah, absolutely. I think you're going to love it. I think you will really, really love it. I think there is a lucky break coming for you. I'm going to ask about the fair man, and then I may ask a little bit more about your lucky break. May I ask about the fair man, please? And maybe that it just involves somebody. You have the 10 of discs. I think this is both your lucky break and maybe we're asking, maybe it is connected to somebody. So dealings with or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. And this is the card of ultimate success, happy families, prosperity, your lottery win kind of thing. I think, but it's not a lottery win. This is your hard work paid off. This is you doing really, really well from something that you've put the time and effort into. So I am seeing you work at something and emerge. And I think it's deserved. I suspect it does connect to, for some of you, it may involve either maybe working with somebody or someone who supports you, or you meet somebody. Whatever success would be for you, I think there is some connection to a male figure. Some of you could be owning the masculinity within you, combining it with the divine feminine to to be in this space of creativity. But this is what you have created. Nobody else did it for you. And the energy as it flows through the 3 months is phenomenal. So although there is hard work, and I do think you will leave a lot behind because of the level of success that is coming to you, I think that you are emerging. So the success is yours because you made it happen. And I think genuinely some of you have had to work really, really, really hard to be where you are. My beautiful, beautiful pile 2. This is your reading. I am absolutely thrilled for you. When these cards came out, I really thought, gosh, what is happening for you guys? But actually, I think this isn't about experiencing a loss. I think it's coming through and out the other side of something that ended up involving a loss. Even if it wasn't a direct bereavement, it involved a loss because I think you're outgrowing some things. And, you're not to be, you have success arriving here, but it's from your hard work and it's so deserved, and this is just amazing. My beautiful pile 2s, I'm going to move on to pile 3. I am super excited to see what comes through. And beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. I feel like the energy is very clear. Whatever you are working on, whatever you are manifesting, this is you stepping up and succeeding. I think the energy is pretty mind-blowing, if I'm honest. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here. Tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the beautiful card of Queen of Mischievous Play and Rose Quartz. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous energy. It just invites you to delight in every moment of life. Now, I am going to just cut this deck. That's what we're going to do, and see what comes through. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. So we are looking at the period of time between the solstice through to the equinoxes. And there are your cards. And we're kind of, finding out what the energy is like, what kind of breakthroughs might be happening, what kind of transformations, because it really is a time of transformation and breakthrough, hugely so. You have Breathe, which did actually come out in pile 2. You have Creative Writing and clairsentience. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Creative writing. The first thing I need to say to you with creative writing is you might find, if you do just sit down with a pen and paper, that your angels will speak through you. Just sit down, literally just and just write what arrives. I feel as though they are wanting to channel through you. Get still, breathe, get present. Queen of Mischievous Play. It's really interesting. There's such a light energy with this. And I feel like there's a lot of angelic energy. Obviously, we are using angel cards in all of the readings. But for you, pile 3, and indeed, if you're watching them all, if you followed the advice of the universe, then beautiful souls, with everything else going on, my goodness me, there is angelic guidance around you. I can literally feel the light increasing in here. It's really significant. It really is. You have hammock, taking a vacation, physically or mentally. You have basket, recognition, reward for merit. You have money path. Ooh, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. And frying pan. Trouble and accusations. That's interesting. Okay, I'm not sure that that does mean trouble. I'm hearing out of the frying pan into the fire, which is really, really interesting. And I'll say a bit more about that in just a moment. You see, I think there is a huge amount of energy here for you literally to create. It's almost like the angels are making space for you to channel something. They want to channel something through you, I feel. And now whether this is just pure joy and happiness and loveliness and light, because you'll be infectious. Whatever you bring into the world, it's going to affect everybody else around you, or whether it is a specific project. I do feel that your angels are inviting you to get really still, breathe, and really open yourself to really hear their communications. Now, the out of the frying pan into the fire. It may be that maybe there is an opportunity and you're fearful of something repeating, but it doesn't have to. Or maybe you are to write about something that was difficult. Or maybe something difficult happened, an accusation was made that left you feeling challenged emotionally, but it was actually guiding you in a new direction. It's like there's so much joy, delight, positivity, and then this. We'll ask more about it in a moment. Let's draw some tarot cards for you and see what we're shown. May we kindly ask about this period of time? You have got the Seeker of Hearts. We have the Tin Man. Then you have the Ace of Hearts. And then you've got Father Christmas. Wow. The Guide of Crystals. The Seeker of Hearts. I think there is... The Tin Man discovered that he had a heart after all, if I remember rightly. He just didn't think that he did. You have the Three of Wands, which is a beautiful energy. I'm hearing have a heart. You have Peter Pan, who also came out in pile 1, and the Seven of Crystals, who I think came out in pile 2. She's about to light the final candle. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a card of something you've been waiting for. And Peter Pan is the card of the Chariot in a traditional deck. I think something you have been waiting for maybe comes, because the Tin Man had to wait for his heart. Whereas Father Christmas delivers, brings the goodies. You've got the Ace of Hearts, and the Three of Wands is a turning point. Something delivers, I think. If any of you are writing about a difficult experience, I think maybe you get rewarded for it. I need to ask about the frying pan. I'm going to use a different deck because I'm not quite sure where it's sitting. It's been very interesting in these readings. In pretty much each one, I think there's been sort of a card that I thought, what's all that about? May we kind of ask about the frying pan, please? You've got the Nine of Discs. Yes, this is you reaping the rewards from something that was difficult. Yeah, trouble, accusations. If any of you if accusations were made about any of you, I think that they would be proved to be incorrect. That's quite a random message. It's very specific, but that's it would be like you are justified, like you can relax again. It's the turning point. There's something you've been waiting for. But the money path is really interesting, creative writing. I do want to say, Pile 3, write about your experiences, whether you just do it for your own benefit and your journaling, for your own, just for yourself, or because actually something that you are going to write about is going to benefit others or could prove to be a career pathway. I feel like they're trying to give you something. This is what's so interesting. I feel that they're trying to give you something. They're trying to gift you something, or you're gifted something that you've been waiting for. May we kindly ask a little bit more about this. You've got the Knight of Swords. So this is an energy where something can happen quite quickly. I think the way is being cleared for you. This is it's quite sort of like strident energy here with the Knight of Swords in this deck. You have the Teacher. Okay, this is the Hierophant in a traditional deck. Either you become a teacher to others, you teach others through your experiences, or someone comes in and teaches you. Queen of Mischievous Play. This is quite light-hearted energy. You may even be able to write about something with humour. Something that's difficult, write about it with humour or approach it with humour. View it in a mischievous way rather than in a devastating sort of way. It's like have a heart, find a heart. Then we kind of get some more clarification. You have the Two of Swords. Ah, okay. You have the Queen of Discs and the Death card. Wonderful, wonderful energy of transformation. I always feel like this Two of Swords for me, it feels like it's the Tower card. It hasn't got that sort of same energy of the Tower where something breaks down, but you're at a crossroads. You reach a turning point with the Three of Wands. So within the next 3 months, maybe there's been some, just almost a little bit like, this has got an energy of a bit like when people are a bit, it's a bit like what I would call kind of coyote energy, trickster energy, where it's not straightforward. And yet, rewards are coming. I think you've learned from situations. I will be really honest, Pile 3, and this is unusual for me. I feel like I'm struggling to quite get a real hold of all the different components. There's so much angelic guidance coming in for you. There's some other component of something that feels a little bit uncomfortable, a bit trickstery, a bit mischievous, a bit childlike, people behaving rather badly, maybe even like a little bit people behaving in a childlike way, and maybe of you shifting and overcoming that. But then we have this money path and taking time out. Now it may be that during the next 3 months all of these things are going on at different times, that you are in a phase of learning, you are able to take time away, and you are able to write and learn from your experiences. I wonder if actually you are being asked to step back from something, not be bogged down in it. and to recognize that everything that's coming into you, there is a higher picture, yes, with the Hierophant, that everything that's coming in your life experiences is actually going to be of great benefit to you, even if it feels a bit mischievous. Try to laugh at it. It's as though you can make use of everything in a good way. There's a good outcome to whatever you are navigating. Like getting that heart with the Seeker of Hearts, the Tin Man. I'm going to have to draw more cards, my beautiful pile 3. So the frying pan we know, let's just sit with this. The frying pan we know is something about you, you get the benefit, because there's a great card of satisfaction. Something good comes from something that was challenging. Maybe you're able to view it, to take a breather, step away from it, maybe even go on holiday, stand completely back from a situation, step away from it and view it maybe even quite logically as well. Recognize the learning that's come from it, maybe even write about the learning that's come from it. Use the information to guide you rather than be held back by it. Okay. Because you have Father Christmas showing up here, it does feel as though there's going to be a gift. It sort of feels a little bit like a kind of a silver lining, but I almost want to say it's more than that. It feels, it's not just like, oh, there's a silver lining, there's a blessing in the middle of this. It feels way more than this. Because there's a really big turning point here for you. And there's recognition, there's rewards, there's benefits, money waiting for you to find it. I wonder if you are meant to write about some sort of difficult experience. If you are considering this, I wonder if you are meant to write it, like writing your memoirs or writing about things that people find challenging, but how you came out the other side, or being able to look at something, a bit like when a comedian, where they can somehow make us all laugh about things that are really quite challenging. There's something here, creative writing, about being able to receive the angelic knowledge that can help you then to potentially guide others as well. What else do we have here? Maybe we should just ask about each of the months, which is what I've done in the other readings, because then you have the Judgment card, your crowning glory, and the Seven of Pentacles, okay, which is a card where you are waiting for something. Okay. It's the same card, Seven of Crystals, something you've been waiting for. Okay, I want to say this is about putting in the time and the energy to manifest something, or putting in the time and the energy to see, to standing back and then using your life experiences to serve a purpose, or to help you to make some money, to help you to write about your experiences, for example, or teaching others how to overcome something, how to rebirth. This is really quite specific, but it does feel as though this is taking a challenging situation and writing about it or doing something with it really creatively that becomes not just a learning path for you, but it's something that you can actually earn money from. It's like becoming a transformational coach when you've been through real challenges and you know that you've come through them and out the other side. So you're the ideal person to teach this kind of stuff. It's that kind of thing, or writing a book about how you overcame something. Do you know, it's really, really interesting energy here. You then have the Eight of Discs. Yeah, I think this is very much a work orientated reading, whether it's working at something. I mean, in a traditional deck, the Eight of Pentacles literally does say that you can take something that's almost like something that just is of interest to you, and you can turn it into a full-blown career. I think this is about taking your life experiences and turning them into some kind of career pathway or a money-making venture or something that you do that you can teach others because you've had those experiences. And that's what I feel we're being shown here. Let's ask about each of the months. May we ask for, let's say, month 1, month 2, and month 3. So month 1, Princess of Swords. Now, she has quite a defensive energy. Okay, so maybe you are at this moment feeling as though you are in that frying pan a little bit. But we have the Two of Cups. You find a way through this. This is about love. Finding a heart, finding love. I think you find love in your heart for a circumstance or a situation that has been difficult. And I do feel you rebirth, you transform, and you can help people who are experiencing those kinds of conflicts, because you're able to transform yourself within this context. Let's ask about month 2. May we kindly ask about month 2. Look at that. You have the Two of Wands. So we've gone from the Princess of Swords and the Two of Cups to the Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I feel like she's really able to do something with this. I think the first step is actually finding it in your heart to look at it through the lens of lightness. Just being able to say, do you know what? It wasn't okay, but I'm going to laugh about it. I'm going to step back from this. Getting still, letting your angels guide you, letting your angels heal you, letting them talk through you. Maybe they are here to highlight that you've come through some experiences so that you can then take them into the world and do something with them in a way that will benefit you, but also others. I think as we move into month 2, you start to do something with this. You're proactive. It's like initially there's the sending them love, finding a resolution, moving away from being defensive to being in a place where you really can be very compassionate, finding that heart. Then I think as we move into month 2, you do something with those experiences. You write about them, or you embark on some sort of learning, like becoming a therapist because you've had some therapy and it was really helpful. It's something that you now do something with this energy. What is the outcome in month 3, may we ask? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups, which I would suggest is a card where you can put something behind you. Yes, you have the King of Wands, a wonderful card of transformation and the strength. I think you do literally rebuild strength. Actually, you refine your strength after something that was perhaps quite draining or quite challenging, my beautiful pile 3. It's like you can do something with this, and it's through the writing of it, or the creation of it, or the doing of it, or the learning, like learning a new skill, becoming that transformational coach, becoming that therapist, or writing that book. I think it's a therapeutic journey that enables you to put something behind you, and it gives you the strength and the courage to really step up. The fact that we move from a queen to the king is just huge. You not only do you, and this is the deal here, I think, not only do you come through something and out the other side, you're available to sort of look at it lightly, look at it with compassion, but you actually benefit from this directly in some way, shape or form, because of what you can do with it in terms of your ability to share it. My beautiful pile 3, I feel this is your reading. I think this is phenomenal, and it's very interesting because this in these readings. The universe actually suggested all three. I'm not suggesting you should all go and do all three. You should go to whichever one you're drawn to. But for those of you that have come through all three, it does feel as though this is a kind of a culmination and a positive payback, whereby you've been through something and now the very essence of your journey and the challenges you faced becomes something that brings you in rewards. Wow, I just think this is a mind-blowing 3 months ahead of us. Pile 3, thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Loads and loads and loads of love. And if you are new to the channel and you'd like to make sure you never miss a reading, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon.